Good morning and welcome back to the channel, Riding the Islands with Harrod. I had a couple of requests to just explain what the mods I did to this ADV 150. They're quite simple mods. I started off straight away by putting a couple of twin air horns on there just so I could be heard in the traffic. And what they do, they mount them up there. I think you can see one over there and one on the other side. And then I went and put the spotlights, which really make a difference at night. Then I put the crash bars. Now the crash bars are just a good idea just to save the fairing if the bike falls over, hopefully never, ever, ever. I changed the windscreen yesterday. So this is a taller windscreen. It cost me about $30. Here's the standard Honda windscreen. And if you compare the both, the Honda one's definitely shorter and not as wide. So I'll just line up the holes there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I haven't been out on the bike yet to have a look at that to see how effective it is, but hopefully it is. Put a phone holder on. That's always handy. I would advise to get an anti-vibration phone holder, to be honest. These ones they're okay, but you know, it vibrates along. You can see the windscreen there. What else I do? Well, I put the box on the back, and have a look in the box. Very well done box. You know, it's all padded, absolutely 100% waterproof. I've never had any issues with water getting in this box, and believe me, I've been through a lot of water through there. It's as simple as clicking on. You can lock it, which is great, and then you can just unclip it and take it off the back as well. No need to do any modifications to the shockers. They're shower shockers and they're great. You can see how long they are. Fantastic for off-road. With the exhaust, I did buy an Acropovic full exhaust. Very, very light, but I found it was too loud. So I changed the standard exhaust back. And it's heavy. And it's restrictive a little bit, but it is what it is. And some people say it's best to go factory. I couldn't handle the noise, to be honest. And there's a baffle in it that you could take out to make it even noisier. Now, when I talked about the CVT drive the other day, when I was talking to Mark, the CVT drive is in here, and this is what it looks like. So it's a belt driven. The belt sort of sits in here, if you can see that. Now, what I did first off, in here, there's little weights. These little weights sit in here. I think they sit in like that. Now these weights, standard from the factory, are 16 grams. So I changed them to 12 grams and it span a lot quicker and it was a lot more responsive. But then I went and changed the whole unit to a machine billet alloy unit, which is a lot smoother and a lot lighter, and put the weights in, and now that's what's in it now, and it's so much more responsive. And you really, when you're out on the road and you need to overtake a truck or a bus, you need that responsiveness. And I don't care about top speed. It'll still do over 100 kilometers an hour, and really in the Philippines that's fast. So yeah, they're a few of they're the mods that I've done. What's to come? Okay, I need to replace the seat. The seat after a long distance is not that comfy. The seat cover's a bit, you know, it's not that good. I met an American guy who had replaced the seat. It cost him about $75 US to replace the seat to a nice comfortable one. And it even had a bit of a lip here so that pillion passenger. The other thing I want to do is put a couple of pads on the back here so my pillion passenger is comfortable. But super, super great mods. I would recommend them for this type of bike. And again, this type of bike will take you anywhere in the Philippines comfortably. It is a bit heavier than the normal little bikes, but you know, for me, I'm a fairly big guy, so 95 kilos, so I can handle that. Yeah, it's got ABS, which is handy. I've never had to use it, but the tires are great. As I said, I've done nearly 4,000 kilometers on this bike already. I've really ridden it in all conditions, in the mud, in the rain, rocky terrain, and it just hasn't let me down. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little short video on the mods on the ADV since I've had it and what's to come in the future. Thanks, viewers.